I'm a 27-year-old working mom. I've been married for 2 years with no children. My husband is a salesman who works for a large company, and we have a good relationship. I thought I was leading a good life, but I've been having trouble for the last 2 months. Actually, I've been ignored by my husband for the last 2 months. He pretends like I'm not at home. I don't know what to do. I don't know what triggered it, but suddenly he started ignoring me. It happened when my husband came home from work. "Welcome back. Do you want to eat dinner?" Without answering my question, my husband passed through the living room. He tossed his shoes off and went into his room. In the end, he decided to eat dinner. He remained silent while we ate. I thought my husband was just tired. I tried not to care too much that day, but every day after that, my husband continued to ignore me. I didn't have work this weekend, so I can take a break. Would you like to go somewhere together? I made your favorite food today, chicken parmesan. Let's have dinner while talking about something today. Hey, why do you keep ignoring me every day? Did I do something wrong? If I did something, please tell me. If you just keep quiet and ignore me, I won't know what's going on. No matter when you talk, no matter what you say, you're always fiddling with your phone and watching TV. You don't even try to make eye contact with me. I would understand if I was arguing with my husband, but I don't remember us getting in a fight. I think my husband has something on his mind and is ignoring me. I had no idea what was going on. And when I sat next to my husband on the sofa, he ran off into his room. Of course, since he started ignoring me, I stopped sleeping with him. My husband slept on the couch. "Ethan, food is ready. Did you get takeout? You don't want dinner anymore?" In the end, even if I make dinner, he would order takeout. He stopped eating the food I make. The only time he left his room was to get food, shower, and sleep on the couch. He seemed to be enjoying his leisurely alone time by reading books and playing games. My husband is ignoring me, and it's becoming mentally painful to live together. I would like to somehow create an opportunity to talk to my husband. I consulted a mutual friend who works for the same company as my husband. My husband goes to work every day, and since he's a salesperson, it's a job that requires a lot of speaking. Just because he's speaking every day at work does not mean he cannot speak anymore. My friend was surprised to hear my story. At work, Ethan normally talks to his colleagues and bosses. I don't think he has changed anything in particular. Now I see. That attitude is just towards me. It's a pretty terrible thing to keep ignoring you every day. Do you want me to ask him about it? Because when I talk to him, he won't answer me. Therefore, I have no idea what my husband is thinking. If possible, could you ask my husband? All right. I'll tell Ethan that you were asking about him. A few days later, I got a call from Bobby. I asked Ethan about you. Hi, Ethan. I heard from Olivia that you've been ignoring Olivia these days. Even after loving Olivia so much, you act like this. What's wrong with you? Ethan answered without changing his expression. Olivia and I are having a bit of a fight right now, so I just don't want to talk to her much. There's nothing for you to worry about, so don't worry. That's what he told me. But you're not fighting, are you? Yeah, I have no idea what the problem is. The two of us were troubled for a while. Bobby then told me he had an idea. Then let me intervene. If all three of us gather, we might be able to talk. Well, maybe if you're there, he would be able to talk without ignoring me. I was desperate, so I decided to try my friend's strategy. Thus, my friend asked my husband to meet him at a cafe. The two of us decided to wait for my husband. I told Ethan that I have something to talk to him about. It's time for the company's lunch break, so I think he'll come. I got to the cafe with Bobby and waited for Ethan's arrival. I told Bobby to tell my husband that he came alone. I asked him not to tell him that I was here. My husband came 5 minutes before the meeting time. I didn't miss the startled look on his face when he saw me. Sorry, Bobby, something just came up at work. I'm glad you're trying to turn to me for advice, but can we maybe do it another day? Something you have to do at work? You take breaks every day, don't you? Yeah, but... My husband replied indecisively and made a weird face. In the meantime, he never even looked at me. Don't you feel any discomfort when Olivia is right here? You know that Olivia came to see you for a reason, right? Aren't you two supposedly in a fight? It's a problem between the two of us. Besides that, I have work to do, so I have to go back early. Sorry. My husband left the cafe in a hurry to escape from us. Sorry, Olivia. Maybe it wasn't a good idea for the two of us to wait. I wish I came here alone first, and then you came afterwards. It's not your fault, Bobby. I never thought he would try to run away from us. Either way, his operation is a failure. We were at a loss as to what to do. It's really a problem I have to solve for myself. I'm sorry for getting you into our problems. I'll hold on a little longer and talk to my husband. It feels bad to be ignored for over 2 months. Okay, I'll do some investigating myself for a while. I will contact you as soon as I know anything, Bobby said and agreed to cooperate. My husband continued to ignore me, and I was treated like I wasn't even at home with him. Since the night we tried to ambush him, it's been over 2 months since we stopped talking. Can you tell me why you're ignoring me now? If you have any complaints about me, you have to tell me or there's no way I can fix it. I pressed him more persistently than usual. I don't want to talk, that's all. I got a reply with just one sentence. That's the only thing he said after ignoring me for over 2 months. I still don't know the exact reason. When I was told that he didn't want to talk, I had no choice but to keep quiet. Bobby called me a few days later. Olivia, I heard a rumor about Ethan. I want you to listen calmly. Is that okay? Rumors about my husband? What happened? There's a rumor that Ethan and another woman at the company. I thought it might be possible, so I contacted him just in case. He might be cheating, but all I know is that that's the rumor. When I heard the word cheating, I felt like I got hit by a truck. I see. Thank you for contacting me. I'll do a little digging myself. It's not that I don't have any idea. I'll try hiring a detective. Olivia, are you okay? I'm fine. I'll get back to you if I figure something out. I hung up the phone from my friend and immediately asked a private investigator to do a background check on my husband, and I also started packing up my things. I think I'll wait for the information from the investigator. The reason for my husband's behavior has been found out from the report of the findings from the investigator. As a result of that, I decided to pack all my things and leave the house. My husband continued to ignore me even after I hired a private investigator. He ignores me whenever I talk to him. I stopped trying to communicate. It was mentally painful to be ignored. After starting to ignore him as well, I felt a little lighter and my life has become easier. The investigation results arrived in about a week. As soon as I received the results, I left home and went to my parents' house. I decided to live there for a while. My parents welcomed me in spite of my sudden contact, and while I was preparing dinner with my mother, I got a call from my husband. Olivia, where are you now? Why have you been neglecting the housework? It was the first time he spoke to me in 3 months. Oh, are you home now? Unfortunately, I'm not going back to that house anymore. What do you mean? You're my wife. If you are my wife, you should do housework properly at home. No, we are no longer a couple. I don't have to take care of you. Did you see the room I used? I can hear my husband checking the inside of the house through the phone. What? Just an empty room? There's nothing left of your stuff. I can't live with someone who I don't have a relationship with. I took all my stuff out and went to my parents' house. Don't have a relationship? What are you talking about? My husband seemed like he didn't understand what I was saying. If you don't believe it, should I show you proof? I took a photo of the completed divorce papers, which I submitted and sent to my husband. Do you understand now? I've already filed for a divorce, so it's useless to say anything. I'm going to live in my parents' house from now on, and I won't go back to the house where you are anymore. What are you thinking? Just filing for a divorce without permission? I never said I'm divorcing you. Get your divorce papers back and cancel them now. Remember what you promised me a year ago? You're cheating again, aren't you? That's why you kept ignoring me. What? That's... My husband was at loss for words. I had the results of the investigation from the private investigator in my hand. According to this, my husband was having an affair with a woman from another department. There were pictures of them holding hands and going on dates. I have pictures and audio data. Would you like to listen to it? I played the recording audio data. My husband's voice started playing. It's been 3 months since I started ignoring my wife. I don't even eat dinner with her anymore, so she's being driven into a corner mentally. She doesn't talk to me anymore either, so it's only a matter of time before we get a divorce. Now I can finally be with you. Please just wait a little longer. This was part of the recording I had. The words that seemed to drive me into a corner and gloat. I felt a surge of anger. By ignoring me to weaken me mentally, it seems that my husband was waiting for me to divorce him. My husband was silent on the other side of the phone. Actually, My husband cheated on me a year ago. The cheating partner was a high school classmate who we met again at a school reunion. One day, I could see the notification on his phone. I felt uncomfortable with what they were saying. And since he had a weird attitude for the past few days, I questioned my husband, and that's how I busted him for cheating. But it was just a one-time thing with her. You're the person I love, Olivia. I feel really bad about doing it, so please just give me a break and don't divorce me. So I took my husband, who begged for forgiveness. I took pity on him and decided to forgive him just once. This is your time, so I'll forgive you. But don't get me wrong, I just feel bad for you. I didn't forgive his cheating, and I will never forget about this. Next time you cheat on me, I won't forgive you. I'm going to divorce as soon as I find, so keep that in mind. Okay, I promise. I will never cheat again. But verbal promises weren't enough. I was betrayed once. It's impossible for me to trust you. I'll file out the divorce papers beforehand, so I can immediately submit them if I find out you ever cheat on me again. And that's not all. You will never cheat again. If you cheat, I will file for divorce immediately. And if we get divorced, you will have to pay a large amount of alimony for cheating on me twice. I made him sign a contract. And this time, as soon as I got the results from the investigator about his affair, I went to file for divorce as per the contract. In the end, he cheated on me again, so I can't save him. But thanks to him being such a hopeless and useless husband, I was able to make the decision to divorce him once and for all. My revenge continues for my silent husband. In the end, you betrayed me again. It must have been fun ignoring me and seeing me doing housework, seeing me become depressed. I bet you were looking forward to when the divorce would happen. No, Olivia, this time the woman came on to me. What kind of excuse is that? And for the audio data, it's obvious that you wanted a divorce. Finally, you two can be together. She must be so important to you. That's because the cheating partner was pressing for a divorce. I reluctantly went along with them. I feel really sorry for it, Olivia. This time, please forgive me. My husband pleads over the phone. My feelings for my husband had grown cold, but you were saying in a happy tone about how you were excited to divorce me after ignoring me for so long. I filed for divorce as written in the contract you signed. I will also claim alimony for you cheating on me twice. I will contact you through my lawyer. Keep that in mind. Wait, Olivia, At best, be happy with your cheating partner. Goodbye, I don't want to talk to you anymore. My husband tried to say something, but I hung up. I've been horribly ignored for 3 months. Now, he should get a taste of his own medicine. I let the lawyer handle all contact with my husband. I ignored all direct contact from him. Afterwards, the lawyer gave me a larger amount than the general alimony due to cheating. I was informed that the alimony was to be paid as written in our contract. Although the contract has no legal binding force, I heard that my husband's signature made it official. Because of Bobby, my ex-husband's cheating got around the company. Rumor has it he is still being called the cheating divorced husband. He was being offered a promotion, but because of the cheating it didn't happen. It became difficult for him to even stay in the company, but because he has to pay me a large amount of alimony, it seems that he works every day stressfully. I don't know what happened to the person he cheated on me with, but it seems that she has become the talk within the company as well. It would be difficult to openly declare a relationship. Ever since I left the house where I lived with my ex-husband, I have been living with my parents. My parents were very lonely because all of my siblings had left home. Even when I decided to return to my parents' house, they welcomed me with pleasure. Lately, I've been enjoying drinking with my parents while talking about work, looking forward to the weekend. In addition, the company employee work is going well, selected as a member of the newly started project. I lead a busy, fun, and fulfilling life. It's already been half a year since I got divorced, and I got a boyfriend in my private life. This is a story about how my husband ignored me for 2 months and ended up getting busted for cheating, and me finding happiness in the end.